Good morning. The girls and I are at Myrtle Beach. Can you see the ocean? There's my view. I didn't get oceanfront. It wasn't that serious. But yeah, we made that 6+ hour drive. I did not bring my little stand or anything to record. I honestly hadn't really thought about making a video here. I was gonna get back to it when I get back, but what I was thinking about this morning was your comfort zone. And what's that saying? Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Hold on, let me wipe my screen. And it's been a great trip. I wasn't gonna let getting on the road by myself stop me. This was our first road trip. Yeah, because the last time I drove to Georgia from Virginia, I was with my sister. I did have, Rael was tiny, but again, I had help, We switched off driving, and we stayed with family. It wasn't like this. But I wasn't gonna let driving far, gas prices, the fear of something happening on the road alone, or being by myself, or any of those things stop me from trying this out. I'm sure some people thought I was crazy, but we had the best time. We only got rained out once, and then that's when we just, changed plans and found something to do. So our hotel had like an indoor arcade and bowling alley. And when it first started raining, we had to come in from outside. We went on to the indoor pool. So there's a lazy river. There's, all these little mini pools and hot tubs and jacuzzis or whatever. But then once they saw lightning, we all had to get out. So after we did the arcade, then we drove maybe like 10 minutes out. We caught a break in the storm, and we went to this like little indoor fun world. They had skating, bumper cars, go-karts. What else they had? Bounce houses, bowling, more arcade games. So we stayed there for the rest of the night. And I had a point. So, I have met some beautiful people by the poolside. After a while, it's kind of like on a cruise or, any vacation. You kind of get a feel for, like, who's there at the same time with you. You start seeing similar faces, people on the same floor as you, whatever. So people are friendly. People got their other kids. The girls made friends. And I saw a lot of beautiful families. I met a lot of people from West Virginia, people from Georgia, people from North and South Carolina, of course. And I love seeing the families. I love seeing I just love seeing the grandmas, the grandpas, the aunties, the moms and dads. But I didn't see a lot of single moms. And not because I wish that on anybody, but I want to start seeing more of us out. I want to start seeing more of us doing things. And maybe y'all do come out. Maybe y'all do come with your parents or your girlfriends. But don't let anyone else's availability, how they can move, financially, their timing, availability, stop you from still showing up. I want to see y'all here. I want to see y'all doing things. I want to see y'all going out and having a good time with just you and your kids. Because why not? Because there'll be other trips that friends and family can make it on. But if you can go. And again, I want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly. I don't wish single motherhood on anybody. But if it means you being your whole self, if it means you being happy, if it means you living the life that you want, if it means you just, whatever in your situation, if it means that you can actually breathe a little bit, then go ahead on and do what you need to do and go on vacation. Go ahead on and do what you need to do and, show yourself a good time. Spend some quality time with your kids. I'm telling you, we didn't do anything fancy. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on extravagant stuff. Now, there's tons to do out here. Don't get me wrong. There's, museums and the wax place and Ripley's and aquarium and dinner theaters. And I said, girls, what you want to do? They said, go to the pool. I said, okay, I know that, but what else do you want to do? I couldn't get that. I couldn't get them out the water. Went to the beach once. The sand was hot. Braille was a little apprehensive about the waves. The water was so blue and pretty. The view don't do it justice. I don't know. It was prettier water than Virginia Beach. I will say that. Just clean. I mean, not a seaweed bunch, not a jellyfish in sight. I didn't see any trash. Just so clean. Everyone here is so friendly. It's that Southern hospitality. Everyone here is so kind, so helpful. And that's another thing. Let me talk about your mindset, because if you are a single mother and you're worried about this and worried about that and worried about being a target and worried about people seeing you by yourself with your kids and all your luggage and leaving your bag over there on your little setup, because, you got to have your keys, you got to have your money, you got to have, everything in that bag, and then you have to leave your stuff to go get in the water and enjoy yourself. I know I had to put my bag in a locker at the skating rink so that I could skate. I wasn't planning on roller skating, so it's not like I had a cute little simplified clutch. So, and then when I got my locker, my little key wouldn't work. So people are watching me and I'm watching them. But guess what? At the end of the day, I'm like, look, you're not going to mess with me. I'm not afraid. I'm not going to be moving in with that kind of energy of like looking over my shoulder in the sense of like, what you going to do to me? So we gotta let go of that. Yes, things happen, but you also need to know that you are protected, you are deserving, and you are only gonna meet people that, have your best interests at heart. And I'm gonna tell you, I had one of those big ass beach wagons. Came to the parking deck, we're on the 4th floor, and we passed this guy, and he was by his car smoking. I said, hi, how you doing? He spoke, hi, how you doing? The girl spoke. And when I got to the steps to come down to get to our room, do you know, it wasn't 3 seconds later, that man was behind us. He was like, I knew you would need help with your wagon because I knew them steps were there. I had never been here before, so I didn't know the lay of the land kind of thing. And I hadn't been able to find an elevator that had a ramp, and I hadn't been able to find a, the hotels give you the carts for your stuff. So I was like, look, we just gonna improvise. At first I told Autumn, I said, we're gonna carry our bags. Our room shouldn't be far. She said, oh Mom, we can use our beach wagon. I said, good idea. But it was nothing but God, and it was nothing but that man's kindness to say, hey, like, I see a sister, she got the kids, I see her with the wagon, I'm gonna help her out. I took the front, he lifted at the back, got me down them little 4 steps, and I said, thank you so much. He said, no problem, don't mention it. Pulling the cart, and you got to open doors and maneuver elevators. The staff has been nothing but helpful. Every man that we have met has passed has been nothing but kind, greeted us, held the door open, caught the elevators, genuinely beautiful people, just genuine. And you have to believe that about yourself, that that's all that you come in contact with. That's all that you know. And even when bad things happen, because they will happen, they do happen, you're going to be surrounded by caring, kind people that are going to help you, not take advantage of you, not strip your car and rob you and knock you over your head and steal your purse and steal your children and nothing crazy like that. I was coming from DC one morning with my girlfriend. I dozed off, and I ran over a little medium, blew my tires. I can look back at it now and laugh. But, I was just so startled. I just couldn't believe that I had done that. Glad no one else was hurt. Glad I didn't, damage anything, whatever. But I was still sitting there looking stupid with 2 tires blown out. So I said, all right, let me get myself together. Wake the hell up. We'll go to this restaurant up here and get some breakfast. Actually, that was the plan anyway. We're on our way to get breakfast anyway. So my girlfriend's like, yeah, that's a good idea. I leave my car. We hop in her car because I was driving behind her. We go to this restaurant, and I was like the first man to come in. I'm going to ask him to help me. Maybe he can put a spare on. I have one spare. I'll figure out how to get the second tire after I call my AAA. Because I had done tech support in the car, and it was going to be like over an hour. I was like, I just don't have time like that. And like, why would it take that long? So, like I said, first black man comes in. I say, excuse me. I tell him what happened. He was like, oh man, I would if I could. Well, where's the car? What kind of time you working with? I'm doing these deliveries. He was doing Uber Eats or whatever. But if I can, I'll come back or something. No, if I can, I will. And I said, no, stop right there. I appreciate you just thinking through how you could help me. But if you making your money, I didn't realize you were doing the Uber Eats. Go make your money, do your thing. Like, I appreciate you. He said, all right, like, I wish you the best of luck, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah. Because I honestly was not going to stand in the way of anybody's grind, anybody's hustle. Do you know, 15 minutes later, that man came back, and all I could do in that moment was I was drinking my coffee, and I could barely do that because I was just so mad at myself. I was so like, damn, like, I can't believe this happened, but I'm going to figure it out. So, like I said, that man came back. When I saw him, I said, he ain't doing another delivery. He here to help us. And I said, before he could even say anything, I got up and I gave him a hug. And he said, don't mention it. Don't worry about it. Because I genuinely appreciated him taking the time to do that, because that's how life goes. You know that if you have a sister, an auntie, a cousin, a mother out there, you know that a real man, a genuine man, he's not going to want certain things on his head. He's not going to want to move in a way where he's got to answer for certain behaviors. But what he will do is be glad and be able to say that and speak on the fact that, yeah, like, I've helped somebody out. I've been there for somebody who I would have wanted to help my sister, help my daughter, And so, yeah, he was like, where's your car? Let's go get it. I told my girlfriend, you stay there. Look, I wasn't even thinking about logistics. I said, you stay there and eat. You've done more than enough. I left her money for the tab. I hopped in his car, went back, and he took his time, and he helped me with my tire. I offered to, like, gas, breakfast, something. He said no. He wouldn't even take nothing from me. And he said, you're still going to need somebody to get this first tire, but this will get you going. And he wouldn't accept anything from me. And my point of this story, and this was back home. And let me tell you this. In between, I called my friends that were further away, and I was like, what should I do? Blah, 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 blah. And they talked me through it, but they were too far to come help me. And my point of the story is this. If that's what you believe that you deserve, and that's what you believe that's all you know, and that's all you come in contact with, then that'll be your reality. Helpful, kind, genuine people that will be, they'll make small talk with you. They'll invite you to dinner. They'll say, let's get the kids together. That's another thing. The other families are like, oh, our kids are playing good together. What you about to do? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Let's meet up later. Like, the possibilities are endless when you open yourself up and like, stop looking so afraid. Stop looking so limited. Stop being so, like, in your head, I can't do this, I can't do that, because it's just me and these kids. And I don't know, maybe you have reservations of what people are going to think about you. Maybe you have reservations about what your funds can do. If you can't do it now, plan it later. A little bit here, a little bit there, that adds up. I did not spend that much on this trip. And believe it or not, a lot of things did not cost that much. Oh, we did mini golf. Mini golf was $20. The girls, When the kids are having fun, they're not even eating, they're nibbling. We did like, and I packed my cooler. We have a fridge, we have a microwave. That's all you need. So my point is just that, whatever reservations you have, whatever limiting beliefs that you have about, what your life can be and what you deserve and what you can do, you might surprise yourself. You really might surprise yourself. You really might can do more than you know, but you haven't tried. You'll meet beautiful people and have beautiful memories and beautiful experiences, but you haven't tried. So, the summer is young. Stuff is open. I say that all the time. Stuff is out. Don't let, what the news is always shoveling down our throat with current things and things spiking and things trending and things happening. Don't let that deter you, because if you're healthy and you take your multivitamins and do what you need to do, look, they go to school. Most of our kids go to school. They come in contact with stuff everywhere. What's a few states away? I'm telling you, like, it's not a thing where you need to not live your life and experience things because you don't know how to try, or you don't know even where to get started. And if you really are feeling overwhelmed about it, use a travel agent, use some type of all-inclusive, like everything's included to make it easier on yourself. Take the guesswork out of it. There are a lot of options. There are a lot of places that have everything, like I said, like at your fingertips. So I wasn't running all over the world buying food. I wasn't all over the world doing all this stuff. Like pretty much everything we needed was right here. Now, like I said, we chose to go out. We walked a little bit, but the last thing we're going to do is the pier, and we're going to head home. And a good 3 or 4 day getaway, that's all they need. They need to see you doing what you want to do. They need to see you doing what you can. Not being this strong, independent, over the top, don't need anyone type of person that is very abrasive and hard and bitter, but just living her life in a way that makes her happy, doing what she can, doing what she wants, going where she wants, when she wants, and allowing her children to experience all of that with her. Allowing her children to see her having a good time, and not letting the fact that she's not with daddy right now, or whatever your story is, you're still creating your own story, your new story. And, it sets the standard for little girls. I'm a firm believer in that. It sets the standard so that they see what you give yourself, what you accept, and what you deem as appropriate, what you determine and decide is good enough for you all. That way, as they get older, they'll have a group of friends that'll be like, let's go to the Motel 6 and drive, 10 hours to the beach. Okay, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a road trip with your friends. But your daughter can be like, I don't do Motel 6. I don't do a whole bunch of messiness. I don't stay at, this, that, and the other. I don't go if we can have this, that, and the other. She'll have that about her. She's not gonna entertain bums. She's not gonna entertain things being sloppy. She's not gonna entertain things not being planned out and safe and pulled together and strategic. She's gonna be like, okay, so what's the plan? Y'all sound like you don't have your money together. You don't know where we're going, what we're doing. And when we get down there, we're just going to be looking for a place to stay. I can't roll like that. Now, maybe my mom can help us plan a trip, and then we can see what it's going to cost after that, blah, blah, blah. She's going to be of a different mindset. She's not going to just go somewhere and be like, yeah, so, you want to, eat all fast food. She's going to be like, no, I came down here to enjoy myself. I want to, get some seafood. I want to eat some crab and lobster. I want to, try the local eateries and get, what I mean? She's going to be ready. She's going to be ready, but that doesn't come from you. If you are about that life and you do know how to go out and have a good time, you're always leaving your kids behind. So the standard is going to be like, there's going to be a gap there of like, because again, children watch. You don't tell them, don't be out here just accepting anything. Blah, blah, I raised you better than that. All that talking, no. They're going to remember the memories that you made with them. They're going to remember the type of people that you entertained. They're going to remember the type of places that you took them and exposed them to as a standard. Anna was asking me about bed bugs and things like that, and I was like, honestly, bed bugs come from these type of living conditions, these type of hotels. But she's not going to know nothing about that. She's not going to be, she's going to be like, ooh, this is so nice, or I don't like that. I've never been anywhere like that. See, like across the street, across the way. Can you see those? Again, now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any outdoor hotel, but I feel safer when I'm enclosed and my balcony is up high and there's no access and whatever. So these are little things that, like, parking my car in a well-lit area. Even if we do go out at night, we're making sure that, all right, if there's a crowd, it's a tourist town, okay, we're going to do that. After the bars close, though, we're not going to be walking the streets, walking the strip. Little things like that. They are watching. And then if they don't understand something, my girls, at least my children, they're going to ask me a question. They're going to ask me why. Why we have to do that? Why we have to wait? Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to do this? And I'm going to tell them. But that's after them making an observation of, mommy's doing something different. Or they're doing it like that. How come we're not doing it like that? So at the end of the day, a vacation is always it's just a reset. It's good to just go, change the scenery, go somewhere. It's nothing like laying in a hotel bed or room service on my phone than it is laying at home, going to the pool down the street, and coming back, getting fresh, and then laying in my bed on my phone. It's like so much better when you're somewhere new. So it's like, again, you don't have to have a crazy itinerary. You don't have to bring a whole bunch of stuff. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on all these different things. Kids are just happy, not having a bedtime, having all the sugar they want, and being up under you, and splashing you, and laughing when they get your hair wet. That's pretty much it. So I hope this video is inspiring to you. I hope y'all go somewhere and do something this summer. And if not, plan it for the next one. Plan it for the spring break. Like, figure it out and make it a reality. Failure to plan is failure to live. Failure to plan is just letting life just come, just happen. And, it don't have to be that way. $25 here, $25 there. You set that up. If you set that up and you set that aside, you look up, you got a couple $100. It's easy. What you spend on Chick-fil-A, what you spend on random stuff. Come on now, we got plenty of budget queens out there and plenty of information out there that tells you how to work your money and get the most of your money. I got gas once coming down here. I came down here on a little over half a tank. I got on the road, I filled up once. My car takes 93. I ain't stutter when I saw them gas prices. Why? Because I've always been moving in a way that, since I have determined and spoken my lifestyle into being, I said there are going to be certain things I'm not going to be pressed about. There's going to be certain things I'm not going to be worried about. There's going to be certain things that I am going to be able to do. But I had to do some things different in order to get there. So it is possible. There's so much budgeting advice out here. So much. So when there's a will, there's a way. Set it up. Enjoy. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.